Hello everyone and welcome to Camp ZST 2024. Before we kick off this game, we're going to go through a short and sweet safety briefing. It is very important that everybody please pay attention and listen to what I'm about to say, as these will be the safety guidelines for our event this weekend. My name is Kayla Wood, I am one of your event admins, and here we go. First, 4 of the event admins, myself, Andrew, Lauren, and Matt, are all certified in basic first aid and CPR. While we can help with minor injuries or in the event of something like cardiac arrest, we cannot help administer medication. We can assist in getting the medication and preparing it for you, but we cannot assist in actually administering your medication. Please make sure you know how to take your medication. During the event, if somebody needs assistance, go ahead and call a game pause and first aid, okay? Not medic, call first aid. If somebody is injured, ask what is wrong. If they are able to move, go ahead and assist them off to the playing field and contact the event admins. If event admins are not around, make your way to the dining hall or the admin building. An event admin will be around one of those 2 buildings and will be able to help. While you are assisting somebody off the field, and of course the injured persons themselves, you are out of play. It is very important that everybody be aware that the first aid kit and the AED are inside the admin building to the left above the counter. One more time, the first aid kit and the AED are inside the admin building to the left above the counter. It is very important everybody know the location of these things, as during an emergency you may be asked to go and retrieve them. In the event of an emergency, the first thing you're going to do is assess the scene, okay? If somebody tripped, fall, and hurt themselves, it's probably safe for you to approach and see if they need help. If a building is on fire and you think somebody is inside the building, you are not entering the building. You are not a firefighter. You do not have the appropriate training, okay? If the scene is safe, go ahead and ask the injured person if they're conscious, if they need any help. Assuming they do need help, and it's a non-life-threatening injury, go ahead and contact the event admins. We will come up and help them to the best of our ability. If the injured person is unconscious, or if they have a severe injury, such as severe bleeding, first, call 911. Second, contact the event admins, okay? Always follow the directions from those with more professional medical training than yourself, all right? If somebody is hurt and the admins arrive, go ahead and follow all directions given to you by the admins. If the police were to arrive, or park rangers, we are going to follow their directions. If paramedics were to arrive, we are going to follow their directions, okay? During an emergency, directions might include going and retrieving the first aid kit, going and retrieving the AED, going and waiting at the front of camp to direct paramedics to where we are, going to the closest cleared camp space, again, to direct paramedics of where we are waiting, okay? There are many instructions we might give you. It is very important that you listen and follow them to the best of your ability. In the event that somebody is injured and you have not been given an explicit instruction, go ahead, back off, and take a rest somewhere. An event admin will come over and tell you what to do as soon as they are able to. Okay. The weather forecast for this weekend looks great, aside from the heat, so hopefully we will not have to deal with any of these severe weather situations. But in the event of any of these things, please follow these protocols. During a thunderstorm, if there is thunder within 30 seconds of seeing lightning or less, everybody must evacuate to the storm shelter under the pool deck. Game will remain paused and will be kept paused until 30 minutes after the last lightning strike and thunder, okay? For tornadoes, if there is a tornado watch, admins will announce this in the Discord chat, and players must be in the non-wooded main areas of camp. Play will continue, but you must be in the main areas of camp. If that watch turns into a warning, this will also be announced by admins, and everyone must immediately evacuate to the storm shelter under the pool deck. Alternatively, if you hear tornado sirens, please evacuate to the storm shelter. Finally, if flash flooding were to occur, the hills surrounding the camp could become very muddy and could create mudslides. It is very important to exit these areas and head towards the storm shelter. Admins will direct you on where to go from there during flash flooding. In all of these events, it is extremely important to not go and retrieve personal items before evacuating to the storm shelter. While it might be sad if personal items were to be damaged during a storm, it would be far more sad if you were to be damaged during the storm. So do not retrieve personal belongings, evacuate directly to the storm shelter. Okay, moving on to some lighter notes. During the night, most of the camp will have no light sources. It will be extremely dark in the majority of the camp. Please use extreme caution, especially when you exit the main areas of camp and go into the more wooded areas, okay? Please use a flashlight or a headlamp or a lantern or even just the flashlight on your phone when you're moving around in the dark. As it is very dark, you will not be able to see, particularly if it is cloudy and the moon is not shining. We don't want anybody to twist an ankle because of a branch that they couldn't see, okay? Additionally, play within your abilities. When you're running, control your momentum. You do not want to plow anybody down, bowl anybody over, okay? Do not climb buildings or structures. The buildings are not designed for you to climb on them, so please do not get on top of them, even if you feel capable. Do not overextend or overexert yourself. This is a long weekend of HVZ, okay? So take breaks and play at a slower pace from time to time. Finally, play hard, but play smart. This is not a place to try out untested abilities. If you have not done parkour in over a decade, this is not the time to brush up your parkour skills, okay? Play within your abilities, play within your means, play smart. Speaking of buildings, furniture, use caution around the doors, okay? Do not slam doors open. You do not know who is waiting on the other side of a door. Do not stand next to a door because you do not know who is going to be opening that door, okay? Please use caution around doors. Additionally, follow fire code safety rules when you are inside buildings. Do not block doors with objects, okay? Doors should be able to open freely without impediment. And do not block primary paths of travel with objects within the building. Everybody should have a clear path of travel from the center of any building to any of the emergency exits or main exits. Do not build mazes with objects. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for listening to this short but sweet safety briefing. We really appreciate your time. Play safe and have fun this weekend. Can't wait to get started.